Hi, I did tell you I'll be right back. Here we are. I want to share with you more sex tips on how to reignite your sex life. It is understandable if you have found yourself in that sex rut. It's okay. It's not completely dead. I'm here to help. I'm here to support you. So again, my name is Dr. Caroline Crystal. All the way here in Southern California, reaching out to couples, especially this love month, February. I don't want you to just stay in the month of February. I want you to exercise these tips that we're about to talk about all the way through to 20 something or 30 something. Here we go. So I shared the first three tips, which the first one was, again, the title of this is Push the Reset Button on Your Sex Life. Refresh, rekindle, reignite your sex life. So in my previous video, I talked about the first three tips. The first one was to liberate your body's energy in a new way. The second one was to reignite your dopamine with a fresh experience. The third one was to schedule a sex fact-finding night. And this is a night where you just talk about your wildest things. You talk about what it is that you like and you don't like. You really just become very open with your partner and tell them what does it for you and what doesn't, what hits the spot and what doesn't. Yes, we're grown, we're adults, we can talk about this. All right, so we move on to the fourth tip of reigniting and resetting your sex life. The fourth one was to take a sex class and use your weekend to practice. Yes, there are some sex classes that are offered. Taking a couple sex class can open up a whole new avenue of sex play. It is supposed to be fun. Yes, it is sex play. And finding a one-night sex class is as easy as hopping on, apparently, on Eventbrite or even Facebook and finding some of these classes. So in these classes, couples can learn about new sex positions. Some of us, that's what we need. The old missionary will not do it anymore. So you need to try new positions that work for you as a couple. And everything that I'm talking about here, you have to make sure it works for you. Don't try something just because somebody said to try it and it ends up being hurtful emotionally or physically. This is supposed to be pleasurable. So take a sex class and learn. Just Google sex classes online and make sure it's something that is appropriate for you as a couple, because I can only imagine what is out there, what my couples have told me is out there. There's a lot out there, but make sure as a couple you agree to it. So there are apparently some sex conventions and they're all listed on social sites. Somebody mentioned FetLife and Cassidy. I'm not recommending any of these sites. I have just heard about them. I'm reading about them on this article. I encourage you to do your research and find what works for you. The fifth one is go on a sexy overnight getaway or not. The getaway may just be in your bedroom. You find a babysitter or your parents come and, well, maybe not your parents. You go away or maybe if you have a different suite, you can go there and they watch the kids and you go away or you in your home. If you don't have any kids or you won't have any interruptions, on a sexy overnight getaway. Go away to experiment with a little role play. That is something that has been found to work. But again, I emphasize, make sure that this is something you're comfortable with. Some people make up stories of characters and dress up and have fun with it. Have fun with it. And it may be role plays. It may not be role plays. It may be just a discussion that you have when you get away. Find what works for you. The U.S. Travel Association even reports that couples that travel together have better sex lives. And maybe it's just fun to have sex on a different bed at a hotel. Just being away from your house where maybe you feel all this responsibility to clean, to tidy up. Being away will help. But some couples working their way back to intimacy may find a sexy rendezvous challenging, she says. Going on a romantic getaway can create too much pressure to perform. We don't want you to feel pressure. We want this to be relaxed. You will benefit even if you spend time together in ways that are non-sexual. Really, I find that the happy couples report to me that when they're friends, best friends, it helps to ease up the tension to feel that you need to perform. Go hiking together or visit a new local spot. Just that bonding I find is what makes things much easier to even talk about. So that's tip number 5. Go on a sexy overnight getaway. And you can modify any of these tips to work for you. Number 6 is get cozy and chill with an erotic movie. Those of you who enjoy movies, Google one of the most erotic movies. Who knows if you'll even get to see the end of the movie. Find one that you enjoy, find recommendations. Get to know each other's experience of titillation. Titillation. There's some recommendations that I may make, but that may not be suitable for some of you, but I would like for you to explore what it is that you like. For couples that want to take a walk on the wild side, there are many things that you can do, and I leave that to your imagination. I leave that to you as a couple to figure out, to find out what that evening may mean for you. Now, there are some healthy videos that have been made by sex therapists that may help you reignite that. And these are videos with adult couples, and they're not necessarily engaging in any sexual activity, but it depends honestly on what you're looking for. I'm not making any recommendations because I'm aware that some people have religious parameters, but I would say find what it is that you would want to do in that evening that would help reignite your sexual life. Some individuals, it's just as simple as what I've heard men ask for in therapy is, I want her to wear something sexy. I don't like that gray shirt that she wears to bed, and it's unattractive. So ladies, you may need to step it up and get some lingerie. Guys, buy your women the lingerie that you'd want them to model for you. Who knows? It may not make it on their bodies, but at least start that way. And also, guys, women are also quite visual. So if you have let yourself go and you're uncomfortable with your body, we're able to tell. So I encourage you guys and gals to, if you're uncomfortable with your body due to gaining too much weight, that's understandable, but you need to get on it and feel attractive. The next tip that I have here is, she says, pleasure yourself in front of your partner. If that is your thing and you're able to do that, go ahead and do that. This is your bedroom. This is your husband. This is your wife. This is your partner. Do that which excites your partner. Do that which is suitable. Again, these are just tips. These are tips. I know some of you, these are very foreign and strange ideas, but I'm just trying to reach all of you, trying to have you reignite your sexual relationships. Now, some of you, 1 tip may work, 2 may work, 3. Some of you may need more. Some of you may need more than the 8 that I have to offer. But I'm going to stop at the 7th one, and I will share the last 2 in my next video. You already have 7 to try. I would like to hear yes or no, did they work? I don't necessarily want the details, and the less details I figure, the more it worked for you. Again, I am Dr. Caroline Crystal, reaching you to talk about sex, talk about the good things and the bad things, and the things that we need to do to rekindle and to refresh our sexual lives. Until next time, until the next video here shortly, you take care and love on one another. Goodbye.